I've seen loads of content creators get on here already talking about this McDonald's, Starbucks, all of these stores that people have been boycotting because of the ongoing things going on across the globe, and how we see these companies for what they're really about, what their business practices are, and how they don't care about the customers that actually come to their stores. They just care about their bottom line and their shareholders. And I've seen people say things like, boycotting is working, guys. You see what we're doing? We're driving them to change. But I want to urge caution on this, okay? It's not about we're urging them to change. It's that 99.9% of Americans right now are really using discerning factors to figure out how they want to spend their money in general. Do we want to eat crappy food? Do we want to eat things that we know now are toxic? I saw a lady pull out a hamburger that was still looking like that. I mean, these are the type of things we're seeing now with social media that's causing a shift for people to stay at home and eat at home as much as possible. Also, the mere fact that $8 for a venti anything at Starbucks is insanity. You even have people like Warren Buffett. I saw an article with Warren Buffett saying, him and his wife saying, there's no freaking way we would pay that for a drink. Even the billionaires don't pay that for a drink. As a brand, McDonald's, Starbucks, all of them are failing because they have lost touch with reality. These companies' programs are all centered around social and progressive issues that have nothing to do with the product itself. They are gauging what they want to do long term based on social and political issues, and that is wrong. You just need to stick to what is good. Make products we like at a price we can afford. I saw it was on, I don't know, some feed. It might have been on YouTube, but this guy, Laxman, I'm not going to try to attempt to say his last name, but he is the CEO of Starbucks. He was at an investor, like a forum, speaking in New York City this past week. And he's sitting there and you see this guy, millionaire, out of touch, just rambling about things that he wants to invest in. He wants to unveil the Triple Shot Reinvention with 2 pumps plan. I mean, the stupidity of this shit. It makes me think, okay, I get that the marketing team is going to amp up and they're going to find ways to get you back in the store by saying 2 for 1, buy this deal, get that, accumulate more points, etc., etc. And people will fall for it because there are people that are slow and don't really understand that these tactics and these ways that they try to get you back in a store changes absolutely nothing about the quality of what they're giving you for what you're paying. Every time I have ever been to a Starbucks, I have walked out unhappy and miserable about my drink. It's 90% ice, and it never tastes the way it did when Starbucks first started out. And don't even get me started on the last time I ever ate at McDonald's. I think the only time I've ever eaten at McDonald's is in this setting at an airport, and it's only because I'm forced to. There's nothing else open. What's more important is that there's over 450,000 partners that work with Starbucks. God knows how many partners work with McDonald's. As we know, many of these are franchises. And I certainly don't want to see people lose their jobs. I don't want to see people lose their business. But McDonald's and Starbucks, instead of thinking about yourself and ways to increase the bottom line for your shareholders, think about the customer. Put the customer first. McDonald's, you have been falling out of line completely by insisting that we use AI. It's not human. It's not personal. Your stores look cold and rigid. They don't look warm and inviting. And Starbucks is the same way. Starbucks pushes all sorts of political agenda. They have all sorts of different types of weeks. You know, for 1 week will be like, I mean, every week there's something different going on in there to celebrate a certain holiday. We don't care. We just want to drink our fucking coffee. We want it to be a setting where we're not being bombarded by some sort of political message. Somebody, please, on the marketing team, listen to the customers. All right? So that's all I got to say. But if they want to continue to make sure they go out of business, well, I guess we can't help them.